Hello and welcome to the second video of today. Let me make sure that my sound is working. So I'm gonna listen to my phone real quick. Yes, my sound is working. Okay. So thank you all very much for joining me. If you are watching this after the, the first today? It's the second. So if you're watching this after the second, then you won't know unless you see the shirt's the same, that I am filming multiple videos all on the same day. And the second video, we're actually going to change gears a little bit, and we're going to focus on a game that's been in my collection for quite a while now, and I want to talk to you guys about it. So I get asked a lot of games that I would recommend to new players or to people who want to teach games to new players and they don't want the typical Monopoly or Sorry and things like that. Usually I'm going to point you towards stuff like Catan and Ticket to Ride and Pandemic and things like that. But there's another game that I always point people towards when teaching new players how to play the game. It plays super quick. It's very easy to teach. It's very easy to understand. The piece of the board are very striking. And who doesn't like building their own little world? So today, I'm going to be showing you the game Orbis. Now, Orbis has it's kind of hard to get a hold of sometimes. It doesn't have the largest print runs, but if you can get a hold of it, I do highly recommend getting your hands on a copy. Or if you have a friend who likes board games, or you want to get somebody into board games, makes a great gift, as the game is very, very easy to teach people. Okay, very good for a starter game, as I kind of hinted at in the beginning. So today I'm going to be showing you a 3-player playthrough of Orbis, and of course it's going to be just me, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me a bit as I show you guys kind of how the game works. I'm going to go through pretty much most of the game, if not all the game. We'll see how time is doing, because I still do have one more video to do today. But if you do like this style of content, I do ask that you please subscribe to the channel, please give the video a like and leave a comment. It only takes a few seconds for you, but it means a lot to us. My new religion, the almighty algorithm, my deity will be appeased if you do this. It will definitely help us out a lot in the long run, and if you want to support the channel, that's the #1 thing that you can do. If you hate YouTube and you want to support us on Twitch, hey, we're all cool with that too. Just go ahead and follow us on Twitch, and if you have a free Twitch Prime subscription, go ahead and hit us with that. And if you really like the content, consider throwing $5 our way. That definitely goes a long way. Twitch does take a considerable cut, but hey, everything gets us, leads it to new lights and new cameras and new games and things like that, so that we can buy for the channel. If you're on the social medias, please follow us on the top left of your screen. We have our Instagram, our Facebook, and our Twitter there. So if you have questions, comments, if you want to see a particular game, if you want on the channel, if you want to see a particular type of game on the channel, if you have questions, like we actually just had a comment of someone asking us about Zombicide, and more than happy to answer that question. So if you have a question, best place to leave a comment. If you really need to, you could get a hold of us on our socials. I believe our email is up there too. But let's go ahead and jump in today for the game Orbis. Now, I'm going to have myself, you're going to see this camera here, then you're going to see like the board in front of me, because I'm going to be showing you kind of how placement and stuff works. Okay, so let's take a look at that real quick. Make sure I have everything set up, because I am doing this all by my lonesome today. If YouTube will catch up. Yes, okay, cool. So, to make life easy, we're going to be going left to right. So this is player 1, me, and player 2, okay? So very easily, in Orbis, you are basically creating a domain for your god. Domains will generate various worshippers. You will have to use those worshippers in order to buy various tiles. Various tiles will give you other bonuses and things like that. This is the setup for a 3-player game. So things are a bit different. We don't have the white star tiles in here, and we only have 4 gods as opposed to 5. Should always be 1 more god than the number of players, and we're using different point values here for the for the temples, okay? So instead of me just explaining the entire game, because the rulebook does a really, really good job of that, and the rulebook's like 3 pages long, let me go ahead and show you what you're going to do. So player one's going to look out at this board, and they're going to look here. At the top of each of these is their price. So if you see this one here is blue and red, red and blue, red and green. Oh, I'm sorry, this one's flipped upside down. That one takes 2 red as well. Well, we don't have any followers to start. That cost is in followers, and you can only have 10 followers max. So the first player is going to go like, well, I kind of like the idea of getting myself 2 blue followers right out of the gate. So they're going to take this guy and they're going to add it to their fledgling empire. And we're going to put those 2 guys separate to them. But now, since they chose a blue tile, we're going to place a blue cube on each adjacent tile. No diagonally, just orthogonally. Okay, so each of these guys is going to get a blue follower. So anybody that picks up that tile will now gain that blue follower as well. Then we're going to replace the tile that she just spent. So that one requires a blue and a white tile. So, very interesting. Well, me, myself, I could take this forest tile. This forest tile, if I can get either 3 green or yellow tiles around it, then I will score 2 points, which is pretty good. But I kind of like the idea of having some more followers right now. And I definitely like the idea. I mean, I'd love to get this one because that would give me 1 free green guy every time or whenever I want to buy. But I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and I want the 2 yellow followers. So I'm going to take this here, gain the 2 yellow followers, and then we'll place a follower on each adjacent and then replace it. Kind of getting the idea already? Pretty snazzy. All right, and then player 3 is like, yep, he just wants to take this tile right. Actually, nah, he wants to go and take this tile right here. He'll get 3 followers out of that. He's going to gain 2 white and that yellow follower. So he's doing well there. All right, so then same thing. The white one is only going to be there and there. That's it. Replace that tile with this one. And yet again. So most of the number 1 tiles you see won't have a cost, or the cost will be pretty low. The more of the cost ones will be here and in here. And we'll explain something too in just a second. So player number 1 is going to choose, and while they have 2 blue, there's nothing here for 2 blue. They kind of like the idea of gaining a variety of different ones, so they're going to go ahead and take this one right here, right in the middle, and they're going to put it to the right of that. Now, once you place it, you can't move it, okay? So he's going to place his right there, all right? And your bottom row is going to be 5 tiles wide, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, okay? So we want to make sure that that doesn't get changed. So that will always be like that. And now they have 3 blue and a yellow follower. So they chose a red tile, and they chose it right in the middle, so that means all of these guys are going to get 1, which is really, really nice of player 1 to do. Then over here, oh, and they're also going to gain a red one, excuse me, for taking this particular tile, has the +1 on there, so they're going to go ahead and gain that guy. Let me see, I don't even know if you guys can see that, the +1, okay, so I'm going to have to hold it a little further out. All right. I'm too excited. I love this game so much. So then it'd be back to my turn. So I have 2 yellow cubes and nothing to spend them on. I could conceivably take this tile and just gain some more red, but that's giving a lot of red around there. That's kind of really good. So instead, I want to try to get as many cubes as I can. So I think this one here is a good choice. So that's going to give me the red, the white, and 2 green ones. And then I will place a single green on each of these. Now these cubes are not finite, so if you do run out in the unlikely event that you actually run out, you just use a suitable replacement. And one of the things that I want to talk about now is I'm placing this guy right here. If you look here, these tiles, if you want, you could actually use them on their other side. So let's say you want to hate draft. Basically, that means you want to pick a tile that's not necessarily going to help you, but you know would really help your opponents. But you don't have to pay for that tile. You can simply take that tile, take all of the followers on top of it. Those are yours. But then instead of paying the cost, you flip it over to this side and you can place it on in your realm. Thing is, these are worth -1 victory points at the end of the game. So just be aware of that, okay? We do have this goddess here, who she'll be very popular, anybody who chooses a lot of these tiles, because she actually removes that restriction. So she will be worth a lot. And that is something I should mention too, is instead of taking this tile, I could take any one of the gods, but you only ever take one god tile. So once you take your god tile, you're done. And I kind of want to see where my, where my strategy is going to take me before I choose my god card already. Okay, I'm going to move your cubes over there because your cubes are going to get mixed up with mine. All right, so I did choose this green guy. I already put the 3 greens there. So now we flip this one over and it is another yellow. Okay, so now player 2 is looking at this. So he has a white and a yellow. He really wants to get a blue. He really wants to get a blue. Yeah. He hates to do it because it's not worth a whole lot here, but this guy at least gets him his blue, and he'll put him right there. So that's going to gain him his 1 blue guy, and then we're going to take 3 of these and put 1, 2, and 3. Now these tiles could hold in as many of these as we want. Just to be aware of that. Like, we can have as many of these guys as we want on there, but obviously once somebody puts a decent amount on there, you want to take it because that's just really beneficial. But like, I'm sitting over here with 6. Player 1, whose turn it is, has 5, and they finally have a blue and a red. So it'd be really smart for them to take this. So they're going to take this guy. They're going to add these cubes to their portion. Now they have to decide if they want to spend the cost of the tile or if they want to use the backside. But they really want that right there. So they're going to use this and this. So that blue and red are done. Then they're going to add this guy to their realm, and they're going to go and add him on this side. So not only is this guy worth 1 victory point, he has the infinite symbol here on the green. Now, if I remember correctly, let me double check real fast, make sure I'm not giving any false information. Yes, so now from now on, this player does not care about green workers. Their green workers are literally negated for them. So they just ignore that cost and spend on anything else, which is really nice. That is really good. So they definitely want to grab that, and we kind of hate that they have that. They'll take this little doodad to show that they now ignore the cost of green, and I'm kind of over here like, because I really wanted that one, but I didn't have the blue, so that's not too bad. Oh, now have you noticed? Oh no, I'm out of my first stack. Now, the stacks here were 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star. So we're out of the 1-star stack. So now we move on to the 2-star stack, and we use it till it runs out. Now here, ooh, this guy is a volcano. Now, the volcano, if you look here, I can destroy 4 white cubes, and if I do, I gain those victory points. If I can't destroy 4 white cubes, I actually would have to cover this up to show that I didn't gain the victory points for that. But that would be really nice, but I'm 1 white cube short, so I can't take him. So I'm doing really badly here. Player 1 looks like he's having a good time of it, and player 2 is actually going to be able to take that white cube, or this volcano, if he really wants to. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this guy at the center. Now this is going to fill me up a lot because that's going to be another 2 cubes. So I'm at my 10, I'm at my max. But I got 4 cubes out of this guy, which is really nice. And sorry if you guys keep seeing my head. I know nobody wants to see the top of a bald head. It's the shame I bear. I'm kind of in a decent place now. I'm happy with the cubes that I have. I did add another red to all of these, which is really good for my opponents. And I don't like helping my opponents, but hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Oh, so that guy just came out, and yeah, he wants to ignore white cubes forever. So he's going to go ahead and take this blue and this yellow, and he's going to go ahead and take that guy right now. He's not going to wait, doesn't care that he's not gaining anything else. He just wants to take that guy right now because that is just too good. And now this red tile is looking really healthy over here with 5 cubes. All right, let's see. What else did we get? We got another blue. Oh, that one requires a red and a white, so he can't pick up that one. So he's got some blue and some green. He's got no red. He's got no white, but he ignores green, which means, ooh, he can't take that top one either. So, oh, we got him kind of stuck right now. He really, really wants to take some stuff, but he really can't. Well, here's what he's going to do. He's going to go ahead and he's going to take this tile. So, but he's not going to pay its cost. So he has to flip it over and he has to place it here. Okay? So then he would gain all of these. Well, that's going to put him at 11. But he doesn't care about green. So now he's just going to throw away the green, and now he's at 10. Now he does have the -1 point. We do have the god set up, but now he's pretty much set up for whatever he wants to do for the next couple of turns. And that was a red tile. So that is going to be 1, 2, and 3. And he did just get all of those followers, which is really nice. So then he flipped this guy over here, and this is the first one we have. So if you look here on this one, we have, it requires a red, a white, and any other color, and this has 1 temple. Now, at the end of the game, for each person that, or if you have the most temples, you're going to gain 9 victory points. If you have the second most temples, you're going to gain 4, and if you have the third most temples, you're going to gain 2. You have to have minimum 1 temple to qualify. So this guy could be worth it, going down, especially because, ooh, he could gain a lot of victory points for that. Like, that would be really, really good. But let's see what happens. What do I want to do? I mean, I technically could take that one right now, but I don't really want to do that one. I think I want to go ahead and go red and green, green and red, and I want to take this forest. Now, I'm going to be pretty hard on pieces. Now, I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. Yes. Okay. So, I want to go ahead and take this guy, and I want to put him right here. So I'm already starting on my second row on this one, but it's important that I do that because this guy here, I need 3 green or yellow tiles touching him, and that gives me 2 out of the 3 that I need. So I have a lot of places that I could go with that guy, which is going to be really, really nice. I really, really like that. I'm going to have to spend a red and a green, which I shall. And now I have to look at, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm still at 10. So I'm doing okay, but I did take a green tile. So that is 1, 2, and 3. And blammo. Okay, so a lot of those tiles coming out. We're going to look over here at player number 2, and we're going to see. So they have 2 white guys here. And they definitely want more of stuff because they don't care about the white ones at all. So they will actually go ahead and take this green one here, because that's going to give them another green and another red. Then they'll place this guy here along the bottom, as they gain no benefit from placing him anywhere else yet. Okay, so back over here. So he's got 1 more space, or player 1 has 1 more space to place a tile. I hope you guys can see this well. Not really, it doesn't look like. I'm going to do my best for you guys to see this. So you can snap. Let's see what I can do real fast to help you guys see this stuff. Okay. Nah, they're not going to be strong enough. I have clipboards. Give me a second. Let me grab a clipboard. Sorry about that. I hate dead air. But I don't want to just keep talking like a crazy person. I already do that enough. Okay. So I'll use this for mine for now. I will outgrow this rather quickly, but you guys can kind of see what my setup looks like here. Okay. So this is my current setup, okay? 5 tiles is going to go on for the bottom row, and then 4, then 3, then 2, and then the god at the very top. So this way you guys can at least see. Try to use that camera for that, but I guess I'd have to focus on one person. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and focus that on one person. Sorry, don't mean to keep slowing the game down, but I want to give you guys an idea of why I like this game so much. So let me go ahead and do that really quickly. And sorry, try not to look at the top right of the screen, as it's going to get a little shaky. All right, there we go. So you guys will be looking at player 2. You won't really see me or player 1 anymore, but I'll try to give you guys a shot of it after the fact. Okay, so now is player 1's turn, and player 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, he's at his 10 max, and you took a green tile, so I have to go 1 and 1, replace that, and now can look over here, and ooh doggy, like he could kill. If he can kill 4, he can score that, but he can't kill 4 of them. If he can kill 4 white ones, but he can't do that. Maybe he wants to go for that one already. So for now, he's got a lot of extra blue. Typically, I would use the random one as the green one since he has green, but he's got a lot of stuff over here. So it's going to be 1 red, 1 blue, and then he's going to spend another blue because he's got a ton of blue. And he's going to take this white tile, and he's going to put this guy here down at the bottom. All right, so that is going to be his first of the first temple, and that is a white tile. So that goes 1, 2, and 3, and we replace it. And now I get to look, and ooh. So on this one here, this is an irrigation tile, see? So here, if I place this one directly over a orange tile, orange tile, then I would gain 2 points. But it has to touch either here or here on an orange tile. And it means that I have to be able to place it here, but I don't have anything here, so that's not a legal placement right now. So I'm kind of in a bind about what to do, especially because I'm sitting on a lot of cubes and I do want to buy something. I could do that. Actually, let's do that one. That's another irrigation tile, but it is a red and a white. So I'll take the red and the white, and I'll buy this tile. So that's going to give me those 3, and that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I will have to get rid of one. I will get rid of an orange one. I can do that at the end of my turn, but I'm just going to do it right now for that. And then now that I place it here, since I placed it and I meet the criteria, I meet this criteria, it is above a red, then I don't have to cover this up. I'm going to gain that 2 points at the end of the game. So that is very, very nice. Okay, so that was a blue tile, so that's going to be 4 of these guys. 2, 3, and 4, and replace him with this guy here. Okay, so now over to you. Now, ooh, that is really interesting for you. You would have, but you don't have a blue. You don't have a blue. Okay, I'm going to put your cubes down here. But let's see. So, what do we want to do with you? And you've got some choices to make. I kind of like the idea of you grabbing this tile. Yeah, I like the idea of you just grabbing this tile, because that's going to give you a whole bunch of stuff that you need. So we'll put this guy down there, and now your foundation is done. So that is your 5 foundation base. And sorry, let me flip this around. Sorry if the camera shakes, just so I can see it. Yeah. So this is your 5 foundation base. I'll move it out just a little bit for you. I'm not going to have a whole lot of room myself, but we'll push you to the side. Nobody cares about you, player 1. All right, and then I'll move my guys down here as well. Okay, so once again, that was a yellow one, so we're going to place yellow, yellow, and yellow, and then we're going to replace that with this, another yellow. Okay, oh my God, No, no, they're gonna take it. Yep, they're gonna take it. They're gonna like, well, I want to ignore orange for the rest of the game. Though that ability is really powerful. It usually when it comes out, someone's gonna try to take it as fast as possible. So yeah, they ignore green. Ooh, they could. Nah. They definitely want to do that. They definitely want to do that. So they're going to take this guy here. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. It's a red, not an orange. They're going to take this guy and they're going to add him in. And they will add him right there. And they're going to take this guy. And now they ignore 2 worker colors. So they don't care about 2 of the follower colors. And we're going to add these guys here. And another level 2. Okay. Well, that makes my decision really, really simple because I'm going to go ahead and take this one so I can ignore red. I may as well at this point because I don't have anything to ignore, and it'd be really, really nice to ignore these. Oh, I'm sorry. White goes over to you. So at least I have one now, but now we're going to add another, what's called an orange cube. Yep, we're going to add another orange cube. That is 3 orange cubes in a row in the same place. That is crazy. We're running real low on orange cubes. But let's see what happens. Ah, it's a green. Okay, so that is interesting because that green would do very well over here for player 2. But so would that green, and that would give them those yellow cubes. They still care about yellow cubes. And they could discard the white cubes because they don't need those anymore. Or they could simply just gain another 2 victory points this time. That is interesting. Here's what we're going to do. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're going to go ahead and take this guy actually. It's going to give them another blue, which means they're going to have to discard a white, which they don't care about. But I'm going to put him right here, so that guy, boom, we're actually going to gain those 2 points because we're putting it on top of a yellow, or orange tile, excuse me. Don't know why I keep saying yellow. But that, once again, we go back around after we set up this. You guys can see the turns go very, very quickly. I understand I'm a single player, and I'm not really doing the best decisions possible for each player, but literally the turns will just scream around the table. This is another game that I will play 2 or 3 times in a row whenever I sit down to play it. Ooh, now this one is very interesting. It's going to take a green, a blue, and 2 of any color. It's going to give you 2 of the monuments, which is very, very good. That is definitely potential to be worth a lot of victory points. But now, with ignoring green and ignoring this, oh, you don't have red. Haha, suck it, player 1. He actually wanted to get this one to get rid of the blue, 4 of those blue ones, but he can't. And there aren't 4 white ones, so there's no point in him doing this one, and he doesn't have the white ones anyway. So let's see, what can you do? You keep taking all the infinite stuff, and it's finally starting to get to you. Well, never mind, because you can easily do a lot of this stuff. So let's see what's going to be best for you for the moment. I mean, you don't care about the orange ones, but you do care about the blue ones. So let's go ahead and let's just take this center tile here. You can always throw away those orange ones later because you won't need them, but you can put this guy right here and there's a white tile already right next to him. So that's going to be able to score that one pretty easily. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this guy comes out. All right, so it's my turn, and what do I want to do? I need one more base over on this side, but I definitely want to try to, because I want to get a green there. Could get, I would need 3, that'd be 1, 2, ooh, if I put that there, that would bone me. That would not be good, so I don't want to do that. I do have a green and blue and 2 red, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I want to get in on this fight for that stuff. So I want to go ahead and do 2 of the red since I have infinite red over here. I'm going to do that, that, and that. And I want to take this guy. It's going to give me a green, and I want to put him right there. And now my bottom is finally done. And That is a white tile, so we're going to place 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And now the white player 2 is looking at me like, I don't care about white. Stop picking white tiles. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but I got to do what I got to do. He could do that one as well. He could take that blue tile. He hasn't really fought us on any of the monuments yet, so he could get his first monument. But I think he wants to go ahead and say, yeah, no one gets to have any more of the blue guys except for me. So he's going to go one of these, and one of these, and he wants to finally take this guy here. So adding 3 of those to there, we'll put him at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's going to keep him at 10, and now he's going to get to destroy 4 blue tiles. And if he doesn't, he has to cover up the victory points. Or I'm sorry, 4 blue followers. If he doesn't, he has to cover up the victory points. But we're gonna do that. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those 4 are gone. Yay! We got 2 victory points for the end of the game. Very nice. That was a red tile, so we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, and 3. And last, number 2 tile. Already burning, screaming through the game. Okay, so back over here to player 1, who's got kind of an odd setup going on, but that's okay. Let's see. He wants to do... What do you want to do, player 1? Talk to me, Goose. Come on, talk to me. I'm not hearing anything, so I guess you would want that guy, but you can't, bro. I'm sorry. The one thing you do say to me, and you can't even do it. You could take this guy for free, and you kind of like that, actually. So you want to take this guy, because you can take him for free. That puts you at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So you're going to get rid of one of those, because you don't need it. You're going to place him right there. And now, with this guy, see... You have 1, 2 already completed, so he only needs 1 more side for either green or blue, and he will get the victory points for that one. That is a green tile, so it's going to go 1, 2, and 3. Then this guy's going to come out, and ooh, that is very interesting. Well, I don't have white, so I can't pick that one up anyway, so don't need to worry about that. But I could take that volcano and... Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea. I'm going to go ahead and take this volcano, spending one of these, and I'm going to go ahead and spend my red just to get it out of here because I don't need it anymore. Technically, I could actually do that with this guy too because he doesn't need them anymore, so he may as well just get rid of them. He may as well just get rid of his white. Like, that makes sense. That makes too much sense. That's why I didn't think about it. I don't think about things that make sense. And we're going to put this guy here, and now I'm going to destroy 4 of the orange tiles, and I'm going to go... 2 and 2, so sorry, I keep saying tiles, followers. So 4 orange followers gone. That it was another red one, so that is 1 and 2, and another level 3 is going to come out. And now I got to start thinking about it. We haven't had any towns come out, which is a little weird that not a single town has come out yet. So the town god is not looking so hot right about now. She's not looking too great, but if I have the most volcanoes, I get 3 victory points, or if I'm tied for most volcanoes. So that's looking like what I'm going to be doing on my next turn. But let's go ahead and focus over on player 2. And player 2 is really thinking about just earning points, because man, can he easily just make some points. So he's going to go ahead and throw away one of these guys. He's going to take this green, and he's going to put this green right here, so that way he already has 2 out of the 3 connections already covered. So this one requires 3 connections. He has 1, 2. So either a yellow here or a green here will see him done. So he's got time and he's got choices there, which is really nice. But this is the best place to take tiles for your opponents. Ooh, that's another good one. And oh, are you going to be an a-hole and take that one? Are you? Oh, thank God you don't have any white cubes, player 1. So I'm glad you can't take that one because I kind of want that one. But I don't have any white cubes either, so I don't even know why I'm complaining. Let's see. What do you want to do? Kind of want to get some cubes, don't you? Yeah, you kind of want to get some cubes. And at this point, taking that one is not a bad idea, because that would give you 3 cubes that you could use, and it would actually give you would not cost you a victory point to do that. It would give you 4 cubes that you could use, actually. What do you say? Well, we don't want to screw you out of your points there, so I think we want to go ahead and take this blue one. It's not the best thing for you, but because you're not going to get the 3 points, because you won't put it above a white. So no, let's not do that. Let's hope that that guy is still there, so that way you can go ahead. We'll go ahead and take this guy for free. Going to gain those. I'm going to put the green back because you don't need it. That is a white tile, so 1 and 2. And then we're going to put that guy right there, and that's going to get you another 1. So that's not bad. And now if this guy is still around, then you can go ahead and pick him up next turn. Sarai? Sarai. Okay. So over to me. Ooh, that's another volcano. Ooh, but I can't do it because I need white. I need white stuff. And not the kind I usually get. Alrighty, so let's see. I can ignore the red, but I don't have white, but I can do that one. So I think I want to go ahead and go with, I think I'm going to go and take this one. Now, I'm not making the best moves here, just so you guys know. I'm just simply trying to keep the game moving, because I think that's for the best right now. But I will put that guy there. And that is going to put me at 3 monuments, which I really, really like, which is really, really good. And then that's white. And can I go back? I can't rewind, can I? Oh yeah, 2 white cubes and a green cube on there. Sorry, I put those back. Haha! Thank God I'm streaming. I would have missed that. All right. But the whole reason I went there because I needed white cubes. Okay. So make sure I get those. All right. So now is player 3's turn. And player 3, what does player 3 want to do? Player 3 could go ahead and make sure that he's going to get his forest done, which is probably what he's going to want to do. And that actually would probably get that other forest almost done too. So yeah, that's actually a really good choice. So he's going to go red, blue, green, and orange. He's not going to go with white again because he doesn't need white. So we'll put those back where they go. And he is going to go and take that big guy right there. And boom. So now this one is done. It now has either a green or a yellow on 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. And this guy already has 1 green here and 1 blue here. So he just needs 1 more green or 1 more blue, and then that one's done. So that was a really good placement for player 2. Alrighty. So over here at player 1, nobody picked up that tile that you said that you wanted. So we're going to go and pick up that tile for you real quick. So that's going to be 2 blue. You want this tile, and you want to put that tile right here? Yeah, you want to put that tile right... No, you want to put that tile right here, because it pulls double duty right there. Double duty. So this one is done. This one is still not, but it has 2. It just needs 1 more, but we need to make sure we put a green right there. But you're going to gain that, which is going to give you those victory points, which is really, really cool. And then that was a blue tile, so that's 1 and 1. And oh my God, that tile is so full of followers. We have to take it. Okay, finally, our first town. So this here is a town. So that means we have to sacrifice 3 of our own followers in order to score those points immediately, okay, or at the end of the game. If we can't do that, we have to put one of these covers up to cover up to show that we get 0 points. That thing is pretty good, but I can't pick it up, sadly. But I can pick up this Gigantor, so I could use those guys right about now. But let's see, is there anything else I can do first? I could take this guy too. That would give me another 2, but that's so many followers. Ooh, and we're sitting at 1 to 3 and 0. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and go with this one here. So we're going to put a white one here on each of these so we don't forget. I'm going to get rid of the reds because I don't need those. And then, yeah, I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We got a lot of green over here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of 2 of the green. And then we will place this guy. Got to be careful. I want to make sure I place a green one here. So I'll place this guy right here. And I may have to move the board up a little bit, which is why I kind of give myself some space up there. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and do that real quick. And I already put the white. Yep, I already put the white. Okay. So another town. All right, now you guys can see the towns. Okay, so over here, player 2, excuse me, is looking around at his options here. If he places one more blue or green tile, this one will be done. He can afford to get that other one. So that's actually a really good placement right there, because that'll net him 2 points and 3 points. So 5 points right out of the gate. So he's going to go with the green and a blue, and he's going to take this guy, which will get rid of the white, of course, because he's infinite white. And we'll place that one right there. And then bada bing, bada boom. This tile is now complete, and we place this here properly, so that one is complete. I'm going to have to do one not complete for you guys so I can show you what would happen on those tiles. But we'll do that to player 1, because player 2's are doing really good, and I'm doing okay. So we'll move this guy up as well. Let's pull that guy up. Sorry guys, keep seeing the top of my head. I apologize for that. Over here, player 1's turn. He could take that one that just came out, and then he would basically almost catch up to me. But right now he doesn't care. As long as he doesn't take a temple, he's getting second place. He doesn't really feel like fighting for another play, for third. He doesn't want to feel like fighting for first. So instead, he's going to do this blue and this white. And he wants to take this tile, because this tile here will not only net him a bunch of red and white, which he could use, but if he places it here, which he's gonna, that forest is now complete. Oh, but then that forest wouldn't be complete. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So, well, we already picked it up, the tile, so we're just going to put him right there. So, I told you, we'll just mess over player 1. That's okay. That's okay. He wants to wait for a green, and this one wants to wait for a... No, they're done. I want to get me a green or a yellow. So, got to make sure that we do that right. All right, so that's 1, 1, and 1. And now let's replace this guy with that guy. And now it is my turn, and I have to really look at what I want to do. I still have 2 volcanoes to their 1. There's a lot of volcanoes out there. I'd really, really hate for someone to spring ahead of me in volcanoes. But I don't have 3 orange to kill, and but I do have 3 white to kill. But can I do that? I can do that, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be the volcano bros. That's what we're going to do. So every color but red, which kind of sucks because we have infinite red. We're going to go ahead and take this guy here, which is going to give us another white in that one. So I got to place a green one here, so I'll place this guy here. But then I'm going to kill 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. No, I won't be able to do it. No. Oh, no. So, yeah, that's just going to have to be my bad turn. That is, okay, well, I said I was going to do that. I'm not able to kill those guys because there's not enough on the board for me to do that. So I have to place a big fat 0 on that tile. So I said I was going to do that, but hey, it is what it is. Ooh, I didn't want to do that to me, but that's okay. Alrighty, so let's see here. You notice we've already gone through almost all of the game. Again, we are moving at a pretty good clip because we're not really focused too much on anything, but that's all right. So, infinite white, he has red and green. He wants to go ahead and say Yakitori. He wants to go ahead and pick up himself a town. And he likes the idea of spending a green and a red, but replacing it with another red that he lost. And then he's going to put this one right here because he still wants to save a green for over here. No, he doesn't care. No, he doesn't care at all. Never mind. He doesn't care. But now he has to kill 3 people. So he's got to kill 3 of these guys. So he's going to go 1, 2, and... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go because you shouldn't catch tigers by the toe. All right. There we go. And then you 2 are gone too. So he's got a orange and a green left. Okay. Now, once again, back over to here once we get this guy done. And 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a tile. Okay, so Mr. Red and White over here, what are you gonna do? Oh, you have no idea? Yeah, I didn't think so. Could take volcanoes, but you can't kill enough of those guys. Oh, I miscalculated. I should have taken this one. Well, no, I don't think they were there. But you're going to go ahead and do this one because that's 3 points is 3 points in this game. So you're going to gain those. You don't need that guy. You are going to kill 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. So, yeah, limiting our options. And then you're going to put this guy there because you want to put a green one there. That's you, either green or white right there. And that was a red, so glad you didn't do that. Glad I remembered that for you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know how John Gets Games does this, playing 3 players all the time. He's good. He's real good. Okay, so I could buy that one that I just put in the center. And I do have guys to spare. But, I mean, I don't have much in the way of those. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to spend my turn and I'm going to claim this god tile. So I'm going to put this guy right here, just off to the side. It'll go actually on top. But I want to go and claim that god tile before somebody else does. I don't think anybody else would, but just in case. All right. So it's going to go over to player 2. And there is... So player 2, what do you need, player 2? You need dudes. You need dudes. And since he's only got one of those and he hasn't done anything else with it, you'd love to pick up that tile, but you can't. You could pick up this guy, but you wouldn't get any points for it. So this is when it starts to get tough. Very, very tough on what you're going to do. So you can literally only take this tile. Do you gain any benefit for that? You really don't gain any benefit for it. So you're going to take this tile here. You're going to flip this guy over. And you're going to put this guy right here because you don't care because those forests have already done their thing. And boom, you got some more stuff. No blue, sadly, but you still got some stuff. Now, this guy was a white tile, so we do go ahead and go 1, 2, and 3 and replace him with the tile. Okay, so player 1 over here, Mr. freaking follower have over. Let's see, you can do pretty much anything you want. You really want to get a green or a white. At this point, you could start fighting me for the for that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and have you fight me for that, shall we? So that guy would take 3 blue, so you don't want to do that one. That guy would take a red, orange, green, and a white, so you'll take a red and a white. Because you're infinite on the other 2, you'll take these, so you get 2 more red. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Cool, and you place this guy here, and dun 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 dun, that guy is done. So both of your forests are going to score. Both of my forests, no, I'm 1 short on my forest, but both of your forests are going to score. And that was a white tile, so 1, 2, and 3, and replace. Okay. So now I have to look at this and I have to really try to get that 1 tile. I really, really want that 1 tile. But I don't have an orange, which is terrible. Because I'd really love to get this one right here, but I can't. Which means I can't get that one there either. But I can complete that one with one of these. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'd rather have 2 white dudes than 1 white dude. So I will go ahead and take this one. It's going to cost me a white and a blue. White and a blue. And then I'll place this one here, and now my forest is complete. But I have to kill off 3 dudes, so I'll kill off 2 whites and a green, and that guy will score. All right, so I have 1 town, you have 1 town. You're looking over there at the town god, and you want to go, well, I already chose my god, so you're like, you don't care about that. That was an orange, so... Player 2 doesn't care because you can pretty much get the town god. He doesn't have any town, so it wouldn't matter to him. So, yeah, you just want to focus on taking towns at this point, huh? You don't have any blue, though. Dude, why don't you have any blue? What's going on? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? It's wrong. It's wrong! he's got 3 to my 4. You don't really, but you want to be able to score at least 2 points. So maybe it would be best to go ahead and take this guy. So next turn you can take something that you really want. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Okay, so we have to get rid of green and this, and then the 2 random ones will be white, so we don't have to pay for those. Yay! And then we'll put this guy right here. So you only got a couple of tiles left to go, my man. Only a couple of tiles left to go. That was a white tile, so we'll go 1 and 1. Alrighty. Now, player 1, what are you gonna do? You got 1 more tile to take before you take your god. So what can get you the most points right now? Those irrigation ones ain't gonna help you. That city one could definitely help you, and you can buy it. So we'll go ahead and do this one, and you're gonna buy this city one. Okay. So you do need the white one. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 still. We'll place him there, and then 3 guys got to die. You can go 1, 2, 3. That way you're even on each of those, and you're good to go. Alrighty. So that was a yellow tile. So 1 and 1, and a replacement. Now the last move that he will make will be choosing a god. Okay, that one will be obvious. But at this point now, he's kind of worried that he may take that god. So I think I know what his turn is going to be. My turn is I'm going to spend, oh my god, I don't have what I need. But I can still do this. I'm going to spend nothing to take that tile, place that guy right there, and immediately gain the 3 points, and put 2 blues, 1 here and 1 here. Replace that guy, and then you're going to go, yep, I'm going to take the town god guy, and he goes, player 1 goes, don't do that. So that's player 3 or player 2's turn, and now player 1's turn, and player 1 is just going, okay, well, this is going to cost me 1 point, so I'm just going to take her, place her at the top, and that's going to get me my 2 points. So he is now done. I have to choose my last tile, and I'm kind of bummed that I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do because I don't have 6 followers to do that one. I don't have enough to do this one. I don't have enough to do this one. There's not a whole lot of stuff with red. I mean, this one's got red and orange, but I don't have any orange on me, sadly. I can go with... I can do nothing? Wow, can I do nothing on my last turn? My last pick has to be a bad one. No, it's gotta be a bad one. Okay, because I truly wish I could take this one to get me the other 3 points, but yep, sadly, I'm gonna have to take this guy as a Forsaken Land, and then put my god at the top. Then that was blue, correct? Yeah, this guy was blue. Yes, he was. Not that it's, well, it could matter. It could matter. Let's see. Second to last, or last tile is out. And player 2 over here wants to try to get as many points as he can. He's got a decent amount of these guys here. And he's got free white. But he's stuck in the same boat that I am. He doesn't have any orange. Stuck in the same boat that I am. So that's not great. So he wants to go ahead and he would surge ahead right here if he could, but he can't do that. So instead, he just wants one that's going to get him as many points as possible, doing what he can. So he's going to do green and blue. No, that's not going to get him any points. Sorry, just trying to get him some points. Trying to get him some points. Can I get you any points? I don't think I can get you any points. My dude, I'm sorry. I don't think I can get you any points. I played badly for you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yep, you needed orange on everything. At least you can still buy something. You're just not going to get any points for it. That's at least the upside of this. So it's not going to completely bone you. So we're going to go ahead and go green, blue, and white. And we're going to take that guy. And we're going to put that guy right there. Okay, so he's not going to get any points for that, but that's okay. All right, so that's a whole game. Yes, I played with myself. But I like the game. You guys can see real quick. I'll go through a quick rundown of the points. really, really fast. Let me grab, I put a pencil around here somewhere because I knew I was going to have to do this. If I don't drop it on the floor. Sorry, that's super loud. And I had a piece of paper too. Where did I put the piece of paper? This piece of paper won't work. Okay, so if we look over here at player one, we're going to go and do player one score, then my score, then his score, okay? So player one. So we look at this. This tile has 1 point. So player one has 1. Then he has a -1. Then he got 2 here, 2 here, 1 here. We'll get that one just in just a moment. 3 here, so that's 4 on that row, and then he got 6 on that row, and then 2 for her. Okay, and he's gonna get, he has 3 of the monuments. I have 4 of the monuments, and he has 2 of the monuments. So we all qualify for monuments. I'm gonna get that one, he's gonna get that one, and player 2 is gonna get that one. So that's gonna give him another 4 points. Okay, so we have 3, 5, 6, 16, 18, 22, so 21 points because he lost a point for that guy there. Then me, and we'll do player 2 first. Okay, so player 2 over here. All right, so if we look over here, this guy's worth a victory point, so that's 1. Then 2, 4, 7, 9 there. Then 5, so -1 would be 4 there. And then 3, yes, he would gain the 3 for that. Then 3 for that, and then 2 for this guy. And then he has the most cities. He does not have the most cities. We are, but most cities are tied for most cities, right? Yes, if he's tied for most cities, he gets it. So he gains his 3 victory points. Okay, so that's going to put him at 10, 14, 17, 19, 22. So player 2 is at 22 points. Beat player 1 by 1. Now let's see about me. Let's see how I did. I got 1 point there. I got 6 points there. I got 3 points there. I got 2 points there. I got 3 points there, and then I got 9 points there. So let's see. Then I got a negative. Oh, I already gave myself the negative. Sorry. Okay, so that's 7, 10, 12, 15, 24. So David wins it. 21, 22, and 24. So again, I wasn't making the absolute optimal choices for myself or any of the other players, but the scores are usually really close together. The game plays very, very quickly. It definitely begs to be played multiple times. To do a quick rundown of my score, obviously I already talked about this one being in my collection, and it's a game that I love to teach new people. So obviously you guys already know that it's on my shelf. Like, it's there, it already meets that criteria, so you know at the very least it is a B+. And I'm going to give you 2 different scores for this one. It's going to be, that's a little weird, but bear with me. So, of course, components and art are great. I would give them an A. Again, they're not groundbreaking. They're not changing the rules of anything. I do like the hexes, even though they're not full hex size. They're like squished hexes, which is cool. I'm glad they're not full hex size because they would eat up the entire board. So I'm glad that they kind of condensed it down. It is not as much of a table hog as one would expect. I mean, I'm playing on this tiny little section here. The whole game and 3 players all fit on less than half of this table that I'm sitting at, so that's really nice. I'm glad that it's not a table hog. The rules, again, are super, super simple. The entire rule book is just a few pages. I mean, here it has 7, but a lot of that is like examples and 2-player setup, 3-player setup, and then the what the gods do, like explanations of the gods, explanations of the region tiles. So I mean, the whole rules for the game, like that setup and like components, that's the rules of the game, and this is the clarifications for the tiles. So I mean, it's very, very easy to teach. Very, very simple with that. I do love the quality of all the components. So art and components, the game gets an A, like I said. For rules in the teach, super, super easy to teach this one. I mean, literally, it's like you're building a pyramid. Like, that's it. You're building a pyramid. And then you gain bonuses depending on the tiles you pick. Oh, cool. Everybody likes to see, like, something, they're building something in front of them, so it's that sense of, hey, I'm getting to finish something, I'm getting to make something, myself, I'm getting to build this, which is always really cool. So very, very highly recommended with that. for teaching people, and that I give this one an A+. I've never not been able to teach somebody this game. I've showed it to a lot of people, and every single person has been able to be like, oh, I got it. Can't say that with every game. There's a few games that are just like, I don't get it. A couple of people have been like, I get it. I'm not a huge fan of the game, but they tend to be veteran players that are like, oh, it's tableau building. I like X game of tableau building, so I like that better. But I haven't been told by anybody that this game is just bad, that they just didn't enjoy their time with it. Everybody's at least been like, yeah. And if you pulled it out, I'd play it again. It's not my favorite, but I like it. For fun and replayability, replayability is very high. I've played this game a lot. Of course, the way that the tiles come out will change the game every single time. This is like Ticket to Ride, like Azul, like Bees, like Honey Buzz. The setup, since everything is so random at the beginning, it's going to completely change the game. It breathes vitality into the game every time. The game is very good at 2, 3, and 4 players. I really like it at all player counts. I really like it as a head-to-head game, but I really like it as a 4-player game too. A lot more cubes and stuff happening in between turns. You get big turns where you pick up tons of cubes. Really good stuff. Really like it. I have no real downside to speak of with this game. If you don't like tableau building, if you don't like games like that, you're not going to like this game. That's just the way that it is, and that's not every game is for every person. But I would give this game a solid A. Straight out A. For new players, I actually give this an A+. I love teaching it to new players. I love teaching it to people who haven't played board games very often. I love teaching it to families. This is a game you could break out a family game night over and over again, and you know, like, next time I'm gonna get you. Like, I volcanoed you out last time. Next time I'm gonna get you. You know, like, it's really good stuff. Really like it. I know I kind of jogged through the rules explanation. This isn't really a how to play. There are great videos for that, and they're super short. But if you watch the entire video, you pretty much know how to play the game already. You might not get all the iconography. I mean, I showed every single thing on the board, but you know, you'll have a very good idea on how to play the game. I would definitely recommend picking up a copy if you can, and I thank you guys very much for joining me. Fantastic gateway game. I'm going to be talking about some more gateway games that aren't Catan, Ticket to Ride, and all the others that everybody always talks about. I'm looking for new blood, basically, to fill that niche of even not just like gateway games for people, but games that are simple and quick that you can teach, they could take to a nice game night that, you know, you can get a lot of people involved in and have a good time with. I want to start talking about more and more of those games. So this is the first one I wanted to bring up, but there are more coming. Thank you all very much for joining me. I'm gonna rest my voice for a little bit because I have one more video to do today, so I will be banging that out here probably in the next 45 minutes to an hour. So thank you guys very much for joining. Remember my dudes, to keep rolling dice. Good night. Now give me a second, because now I gotta turn my thing off. But good night. I promise I'm going. I promise I'm going. Just give me a sec. I'm almost out. I promise.